Yvonne already introduced me. So let me share my screen. Can you allow me to share my screen, please?
Okay, wait. Okay, I think you can try to share screen now.
Okay, can already. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I need to quickly go into the presentation because I have a lot of things to share with you tonight. So, okay, these are the figure that I would like you to pay attention to. This is the report of year 2020 for the death, 5 principle of cause of death in Malaysia in 2019. So the report of 2020, I think, will be more severe already nowadays. But you can see for these 5 principal cause of death, you can see the first one is heart attack. Okay, something to do with the heart diseases. Then the second one is something to do with pneumonia. Then the third one, something to do with the brain. Then the fourth one is the car accident, but car accident is just only 3.8% only. Then the fifth death is lung issue again. So total together, when we sum up, you can see in year 2019, the death, actually 37.6% of people die because of lung issue, heart issue, and brain issue. Why I highlighted this one, later I will share further. Okay, now we go to the next slide. So the National Institute of Environmental Health Science did publish an article saying that this air pollution actually related to cardiovascular diseases, which is heart disease, diabetic, obesity, reproductive. I mean, the people nowadays sometimes cannot get pregnant, might be related to air pollution as well. Then neurological and immune system disorder as well is related to air pollution. Then this WHO also mentioned that due to the small size of this particle in the air pollution, the environment, so it will penetrate, this small particle actually will penetrate into the bloodstream where our lung, then it will cause the whole body to have inflammation. And then this wording means cancerous, will cause cancer as well. And then also the stroke, heart disease, a lot of things, you see, you can see from down there, I highlighted in blue color, lung cancer, pneumonia, and lots. So it's also related to air pollution. Then this is by this Washington University School of Medicine in St. Louis, mentioned that air pollution contributes significantly to diabetes globally. Okay, the other one, another report by Harvard School of Public Health also mentioned that the air pollution linked with increased risk of autism in children. Last time, about 100,000 cases only have 1 case of autism. But nowadays, because of air pollution, I get to know that from one of the doctor, now almost like 500 cases have 1 autism case. So you can see how badly is the pollution affected our health. Okay, the other one. So the air pollution cause heart disease, lung disease, and early death. And also, it will cause the problem to the elderly in dementia. So you can see how important is this air, because air is free. A lot of people don't think that why we have to be care so much about the air. But as you can see, nowadays a lot of diseases actually related, very, very much related to the air quality. Okay, you know why? In the respiratory system, the particle which is smaller than 10 micron, it will not filter out by the nasal and the passager. So that means it will flow through. So usually when you sneeze, that particle actually is bigger than 10. So that's why when come to your nose, you will sneeze it out. So anything smaller than that, actually it will flow down already, because this passenger only can it will move, but then if anything smaller than that one, it will pass through. So okay, I share this one with you. This one you can see, for any particle size bigger than 10 micron, actually it will stop in the nose and mouth area. Maybe we cough, we sneeze, this thing will come out. Then the PM 2.5, which is the size of 2.5 micron, actually will go through the bronchus already. Okay, then anything smaller than 1 PM, that means 1 micron, it will go through our lung. So because this particle matter is very, very small. PM means particle matter, because they measure the size of the particle. So if anything very small, actually when it go to the lung, this side of the lung, okay, so actually the particle is too small already. It will come to the capillary, whereby the oxygen and carbon dioxide exchange that time. They will squeeze themselves and then get into the bloodstream. So when they get into the bloodstream, actually it will start to follow the blood and go to the whole body already. This is how it get into our body and start to cause inflammation to our body. So those people who have this high cholesterol issue, or maybe have some heart issue, so this particle actually is highly inflammatory, because they will bring some heavy metal that absorb from the whole atmosphere and bring it down to your lung. So let's say, for imagine, this is your lung, normal lung. Why pneumonia can kill easily? This I'm going to explain to you. So when a normal lung, when you get pneumonia, so your lung actually will get damaged, and then your lung function will drop 25%, and you left only 75% of your lung tissue only. So why I say so? Because the lung is few of our body are like our brain, our lung, our kidney, our eye tissue, and also our this called what, the lung. Yeah, this few area actually, once the cell damage already, it cannot be regenerated anymore. So that means when your brain, you can see people get stroke. So the lung, the brain damage already, they cannot repair, they cannot self-repair already. That part of the body, that part of the brain will be permanently destroyed. So same go to the lung. So once you got pneumonia, 25% of your lung gone. So if for normal day, you have a lot of PM 2.5 that breathe in through the air. So it will cover your lung, which you might not know, because no symptom at all. You will breathe normally, you will still breathe normally until one day when this will cost 50%. This might cost, depends how polluted is your environment. If your environment very polluted, probably you may have lost 50% of your lung function. If this time you get pneumonia and you lost another 25%, so this is how will cause death to a person. So even you're not cause any death to a person, but the person's health will be highly affected. Like one of my friend's mom, so when young time, she, because they are doing the hardware shop, so she tends to inhale a lot of cement. So that's why it's already damaged some of part of her lung already. So whereby about 3 years back, when she went to Taiwan, and then people tell her that don't need to bring any winter coat or something like that. So she didn't bring her winter coat, and actually it's a winter. So she get a cold, so she got pneumonia. So when she came back, the medication cost her about 30,000 to get her out from the hospital. But yet then, because her lung function actually already dropped, and then she really very, very difficult in breathing. And then every words when she talked to us, she like 很喘. She can't really breathe well. So actually she passed away a few months back. So it's really a suffer, because nowadays COVID-19 actually is very highly dangerous, very, very dangerous. So the causing of death actually higher than normal pneumonia. So just imagine the 25% you left, probably when you get COVID-19, probably you will definitely dead already. I should say definitely dead already. If you check with the people around you, so you try to ask them around, those who have COVID one, usually they have asthmatic or maybe they have some diseases. So once they get this COVID, so the chances of death is very, very high already. So this is how we wanted to pay attention on the air that we breathe in. So these are the reports showing that if there is because the lung function is related to our life expectancy. So if our lung function well, that means our life will be longer. So they show that the graph, you can see the light green one show that if we have early intervention, probably you bring the person to an area, to a country like New Zealand or Australia, which have very good air, or Switzerland have very good air one, probably that person can live longer life. So if you cannot migrate into that place, probably you might need to have something that protect your air to breathe in. So if you have early intervention, in fact, your life expectancy will be high, it will be longer means like that. Okay, so nowadays we can see a lot of people around us have this kind of symptom, headache short of breath sneeze itchy. So how come I itchy also like that? So later I will show you what happened. So a lot of people know now, outside air is not safe. So nowadays, and then also because of this pandemic, we have to stay at home, and then everyone stay at home. Then the air. Do you know that the air in our indoor actually 5 to 10 times more polluted than the outside air? Why you say so? Because just imagine if you come back from outside. So where will you change your clothes? You will change your clothes in your room, right? So you will release those dust. Maybe someone is smoke next to you. Those particle and those smoke contaminate from the smoke might stick on your clothes, and you will release it into your room as well. So then the wind blow, when you open up your window, your door, the wind blow from out to in. You will never have anything to blow it from in to out, right? So everything will bring in, and if you have pet, like my kids have this hamster, have about 9 hamster in my house. So all those fur, then the particle, then from all the dropping and the urine, okay, everything will float into the air. So the indoor air actually is more polluted than outdoor. So this video will show you how this happened at night. Okay, later I'm explain.
などの微粒子を特殊なカメラで映し出そうというのです。
They have to use a special camera.
塵や埃を
Then only can
完全
capture
シャ
what
ットアウ
happened
ト
at
した
night.
クリ
They
ー
switch
ンルー
off
ムに
all the lights. Then they bring the
川島
blankets
さんからお
to
借
a
りし
clean
た
room.
布団を運び込み、寝る時
Clean
の動
room
きを
means
再現しま
without
す。
dust. The room is very clean
果
without
た
dust.
して
Then they use a camera to capture
こ
it.
ちらが特殊カメラの
Then
映
you see
像。
what happened.
布団を敷く
So
動
those
き
are
だけ
the
で一気に胞子を
dust,
含む微
maybe
粒子
dust
が舞い
mite,
上がりまし
dead
た。
body of the dust mite, or some particle, maybe your
布団に
dandruff,
入ってもそれは
your dead
漂
cell
い
from your
続
body
け、
will float into the air.
寝返りを打つとさらに舞い上がります。
That person will breathe in every night. Yeah,
鼻
just
の
breathe
あた
in.
りを見てください。
Then
た
that
く
person
さ
is
んの微
using the
粒子が
lung
体
to
内で
filter
そう
the air
寝てい
in
る
our
間でも
room. You can see the
か
whole
なり
night
の
the
カビ
room
の
is
胞
like
子
that.
を吸い込むことが
So
よくわかります。
Okay, have you ever experienced that? How come when I sleep for maybe 10 hours or 12 hours, I still feel very, very tired? You know what happened? If our lung, actually our body, at night when we rest, we sleep well, our body actually will detox. Once they detox already, the body then only can repair the cell. But then if just imagine your room every night have a lot of dust floating in the air, you are using your lung to filter it, then your body have to detox, self-detox. So by the time they detox, expel out, detox, Then they want to repair already, but time's up already. You need to wake up and work 7 or 8 a.m. already. Then how? Your body never get repaired. So when never get repaired, one day they will die a certain batch of cell. Then the second day, the third day, batch by batch, batches of cell die already. Once they die, that means one day your health will collapse. You will get to know that, hey, how come I have never do anything? How come I have this kind of diseases all coming out already? Because all the diseases actually is because your cell never get repaired and your cell is damaged. It's a huge damage. So you can see inside the air have all these kind of things in there. Okay, so in Malaysia, if you see if anybody is aware, maybe you are not aware, never mind, we have this report. In year 2006, actually Malaysia start to have haze already. So the other on the bottom right, actually the newspaper is 2012. You can see the air pollution still will come and visit us every year. And you can see Kuala Selangor during 2003, 2006, the report in Kuala Selangor, the reading is 97. Then the right bottom, you can see Kuala Selangor actually is 129 already by the year 2012. Means even though the haze come and go, certain haze, the particle of the haze will trap inside the environment. Even though they come and go, it will like slowly accumulate. That's why 6 years later, you can see the reading actually is increasing. That means this reading will not be decreased, but they will increase eventually, slowly. But why we not aware? Because we get used of it already. We think that, oh, it's normal already. Okay. So this is how important that we need a clean indoor environment. Today I'm going to introduce you. This is called atmosphere, how we clean the indoor air. Okay. So this filter actually have 3 stages of air filtration. Okay. So the first one is the pre-filter. Pre-filter will be something like aircon filter. So you can remove it and clean it. So this is very normal, but more powerful one is the second one. Before I introduce the second one, I would like to let you know the particle size. Okay, this is a nail. So this is a nail. The left-hand side top one, the nail, and the human hair on top of the nail. Okay, when you zoom in, you can see the dust mite. But dust mite, we can't see with our naked eye. It's already 200 micron. So tiny already. So next to the dust mite, you can see there's one tiny dot, green color one. So we zoom in, there's the pollen. So pollen is already 20 micron. So below that is the red color is our human red blood cell. So it's very small already. Then go down, you can see 2 liter like cucumber. 2 liter cucumber, this is called E. coli bacteria. It's a bacteria. The bacteria size is already 2 micron. And then the following one, the purple color worm, this is Ebola virus. So virus means very small already. The virus size is already 0.2 micron. And next to this virus, there are something even smaller called rhinovirus that cause pneumonia to a lot of children. It's already 0.02 micron. So you need to remember this reading. Okay. So the second stage of the filtration, we call it HEPA. This HEPA with the size of 0.024 micron is very important. Why? Only with this size, we are able to filter out the tiny viruses. So coronavirus is a virus. So means the virus size is very small. So you need something they will be able to filter out the virus. So something, the size must be smaller than the virus, then only able to block it. So this HEPA filter, what is called HEPA? High efficiency particle arrestor. That means it's something that can stop the particle. Okay, so the efficiency is 99.99%. Single pass efficiency. Later, I have a video to show you what is single pass efficiency. So in the market standard, as long as they have 0.3 micron, they call HEPA already. But 0.3 micron, like just now, the virus, like Ebola virus, 0.2, is already can pass through the HEPA already, the normal HEPA. So no point to have this kind of filter. And then the 0.02 definitely go through already. Okay. So that's why when you see the HEPA in the market, you need to check with them the spec. So if 0.3 and above is not efficient. So, and then this HEPA, actually HEPA in this atmosphere sky, they have the length of 9.6 meter. So 1 meter is three floor height. Okay. 1 meter is 1 meter is no, sorry. 1 meter actually is 100 centimeter. So 9 is about 3 feet, like about 3 feet. So 9 times 3, 9 3 27, 27 to 28 feet. So it's about 3 floor long, the length of the HEPA. So why this is very important? Because the longest the HEPA, the higher the efficiency. So if the HEPA is a very short only, that means it cannot trap so much of particle. Then you have to forget about it. Okay. So this one also with the list of what are the particles they can block. So you can see they can filter out the influenza A virus, influenza B and C, and also the coronavirus. Whereby coronavirus, those days called SARS, but now we call it this COVID. COVID-19 actually is the same group of family of coronavirus. And then Legionella is also another kind of virus that causes pneumonia. Also, it's trapped in the aircon because the aircon have when you on the aircon is cold. So when you shut it down, it becomes hot. Then you will have some humidity, some water trapped inside. So that's why the bacteria and viruses actually can breathe inside. So that's why I always suggest people when you go to shopping center, try not to go there early in the morning because 10 o'clock when the aircon start, actually will blow out a lot of bacteria and viruses from the aircon tract and you will breathe it. You are using your lung to filter the air for the shopping center. So I will never go there 10 o'clock in the morning. Usually I'll go also 11 something already because a lot of people think that time no parking already. It's okay. I can find a little bit time to find my parking, but I don't want to go and filter the air for the shopping center. Okay. So this video to show you what is called single pass efficiency. Okay. So this one without filter the time. So when use the karaoke, the smoke, it can pass through the machine. So now he put in the carbon filter and the HEPA filter.
OK， 看住了哈。做了这个示范啊。 那个人不买啊，是他的问题哦，明白吧？
Okay, now he start to blow in. You can see the smoke never come out from the back of the machine. Means it's already totally stopped at the filter. Okay. So then the third layer will be the odor filter. So this odor filter inside got a lot of carbon. It's activated carbon from this coconut shell. So it's about 1.3 kg. So it's very heavy. If you want to experience, you can ask the friend that invited you here. Then you can experience how heavy is 1.3 kg. So this one, actually, why we need that big? Because it's about 210 soccer field size. So that it can absorb a lot of chemical that release inside the air. Let's say, what are the things that is intangible? Smell. The cooking smell, maybe sometime when you step into a person's bedroom, you have some funny smell, right? That is come from the human odor. So that smell actually is intangible. So you have to use the carbon to absorb it. And also some chemical, something like formaldehyde. So this formaldehyde actually is a highly cancerous chemical, which people use to preserve some furniture. Because the wood, once you chop down the tree, actually the wood will get deteriorated and get rotten very fast. Then how come our furniture, sometimes the wood can stay so long? Because they are using this formaldehyde to preserve it. So this formaldehyde been tested and confirmed by this China government that is a cause, is a trigger point, is a trigger cause for this leukemia. Because recently a lot of China children, the children in China actually got leukemia. Even though Malaysia also, if you open up the newspaper, you can see a lot of children get pneumonia. So I myself actually have 2 cases. When I go and ask, actually it's true, you know, because nowadays, like China, the children, the family actually they get well, quite wealthy already. Now the family can doing quite well already. So the parents start to do a lot of renovation. So once they renovate a lot, they have all this built-in cabinet. Actually, this chemical will release out from the built-in cabinet and go into the air. When the children inhale, or maybe adult, so depends. We can't tell it's definitely it's children or adult. So those who is very weak in their lung or maybe in their tissue, so a lot of children actually get triggered and then get leukemia. So the Nanjing Children Hospital actually went and do a research and try to find any interrelated between these children. Actually, they found there's no relationship at all between these children, but yet they found a common factors between them. They have recently did a big renovation in their house. So, and then when they use a tester to go to the house to do testing, then they found out that the reading of this formaldehyde actually is very, very high. So this is one of the chemical that we wanted our filter will be able to remove it. And dioxin is also another harmful chemical, whereby it's come from this curtain or come from those like leather furniture. This will be very, very dangerous as well. Okay, so who else is using this atmosphere sky? So you can see in Hong Kong, there are so many like Kowloon, Shangri-La, and some of the international school also using this atmosphere. So you can see how worthy and how trust they put the trust into this machine. Okay, another one is this National Environment Agency, which is Singapore. They also endorse, because during haze, a lot of people start asking the government already, so many machines in the market, which one is trustable? So then the government actually do some testing already. Then they found few brand actually is trustable. So they put inside their website, published in their official website. So this is Atmosphere Air Purifier is one of the brand that endorsed by the Singapore government. So this is the first endorsement already. Then the second one is the US. Okay, US asthmatic and asthma and allergic friendly lah. This asthmatic and asthma and allergic foundation of America. So it's certified that this is safe for asthmatic patient. Okay, this is the second certification. Then the third certification is the British Allergic Foundation. You can see so many brands. So a lot of people didn't check in detail. So when they see the logo, UK allergic, then they straight away buy already. But you need to go and Google. If you go inside the website, British Allergic Foundation, you can see they will listed out what are the particles that will be able to filter out. So you can see this atmosphere sky actually can filter a lot, and whereby the right hand side some can, some cannot. So this is the third certification already. Then the fourth certification is the Europe. Okay, Europe allergy friendly quality tested already. Yeah, is certified by the European. So then the fifth one, so this is the China. So China Tsinghua University actually been collaborate with this central broadcasting company that do the testing, because because a lot of public ask so many air purifier in the market, which one is really can filter up 99.99%. So then they go and ask. So this central broadcasting request this Tsinghua University to do the test with them. So they really broadcast it to the whole China. So then they've been tested. If you wanted to see the video, ask the friend that brought you here. They can share the video, because it's too long. I cannot play the video here. And this Tsinghua University, because they have all this equipment, and then they certified that this atmosphere sky really can filter up 99.99%. Okay, so they just put 99%. Then the other one, this is fifth one. Then this is the sixth one, the Thai ICU. Actually, during the H1N1 time, the influenza at the time, a lot of people die also. So they're also using the first generation to put inside the ICU. So this sixth one, and a lot international school, hospital is also trusted this brand and put the atmosphere sky in the clinic and inside the school also. Also the pet clinic also using this, and this to show that what is the difference between how efficient is this atmosphere sky. Yeah. So you can see the air quality is bad just not outside during the haze time. This our friend taken this video is during haze time. So you can see the air getting fresher and fresher, especially the PM 2.5 get into zero. Yeah. Okay, then this one is the comparison between two different brands. Your outside got so many brands. Because the HEPA is 0.3 micron, that means some of the particle will still flow out. So then that means that's why the reading is still can capture some particle there. Then you can see this one, it's keep dropping already. Yeah. Okay. So this is to show the efficiency. So then the power, actually the noise level is very minimum already, because I know that some people, they cannot have a tiny noise, even though the aircon noise, they also cannot tahan already. But this noise is very, very low. It really can't disturb you because it's something like a whispering sound. So it won't disturb your dream. And then the energy efficiency actually is the energy consumption is very low, because just imagine at the whisper, the watt is just only 4.5 watts. You know, one fluorescent tube is already 36 watts, but this is like 8 times of it. Okay, so 8 times lower than it. So because my house got 3 atmosphere, I didn't feel my electricity bill got any effect. No, nothing. No, not even like I can see even though I on like 24 hours, I couldn't see my meter run very fast or anything. The bill is still almost like the same. Okay, so they are using the turbo fan. Why they need this turbo fan? Because they wanted to increase the efficiency so that the power of cleaning is very high. So okay, this because our air have 3 layers. The heaviest one is at the bottom, then the lightest one is on the top. So the air actually suck in from the front. Then once it's filtered through the machine already, it will blow out from the back of the machine. So it will push the air to the top of the ceiling. Then once they hit the ceiling, actually it will push to the other end of the wall. So that's why your air got a circulation. So once you have this machine in your room, you can feel the room actually very fresh, the air very fresh, because it's constantly circulating. So the air quality is very good, very nice. So this is clean air delivery rate. Why clean air delivery rate so important? Because once you see, if you have one machine, the clean air delivery rate is very low. Just imagine when you step into the room, your lung actually can work faster than the machine. What for you have the machine? Because your lung already inhale in already breathe in all those particles, you already use your lung to filter out already, then no point to have the machine. That's the reason why clean air delivery very important. How fast this machine can help you to clean the air. And if it can be very, very fast, that means less impact to your lung. So this clean air delivery rate is very important for you to check out when you buy any air purifier. So for this Atmosphere Sky, actually can clean up 465 square feet about within 30 minutes time. Means like every 30 minutes, you have the air, something like in Cameron Highland. The meaning is like that lah. Okay. So this is to show you how powerful is the machine, how fast it can clean the smoke. Okay, can clean very fast, just only few seconds only. Okay, so this machine also have the smart ability, so you can connect through your handphone. Then you can, if your house got Wi-Fi, so you can go, when you go outside, then you can control your air purifier to make sure that when you come home, the air already clean up. Okay, then this is for you to give you a good quality of sleep for your whole family. So let's say, for imagine you use the same amount of money, okay, to buy a big screen TV, or buy now the iPhone 12 Pro. The day I just Google, wow, one iPhone 12 Pro costing us about 5,000 something. But this one only you can use it maybe for 3 years or 5 years, and then gone already. You have to change your handphone again. But with almost the same cost, you get one air purifier, actually can give the whole family a good quality air, okay, a good sleep. So have to judge which one is worth it. So you can see the filter, the HEPA actually can change, but compared to the lung, we can't change our lung, because this the left hand side of the lung, which is the smoker lung or the healthy person living in the air polluted area, can see how bad is the lung. Even though you want to change, you have money to change the lung, probably you cannot get the suitable lung for you to change it. So instead of changing the lung, why not change the filter? Okay. So you see, during this COVID, actually last year, so a lot of people get to know that actually this Atmosphere Sky can filter out this coronavirus, because it's through the droplet. So droplet, actually when they're floating in the air, if you have a machine to clean it up, so you can clean it up as soon as possible. So, and this filter actually can clean up all those things floating in the air. So a lot of people queuing up, and actually it's like the no stock, actually for period of time, no stock, then they have to wait for the back order. Back order means they can place the order, but they wait for the machine to come in. So the company actually airflow this machine to Malaysia, just to capture, just to make sure that the order is fulfilled. Okay, so now in July, there's another called Atmosphere Mini coming in already. So it costs about 2,000 something. So we can have a choice, like for a big or the small machine. For the big machine, we suggest to put inside a bigger area, because can clean up bigger area. Then the small machine, actually small area, like room size. Your bedroom, maybe a small bedroom or medium sized bedroom, probably can consider to invest the Atmosphere Mini for it. Okay, so now I'm still have a little bit time. I'm going to share with you some comparison, because there are some people come across different kind of technology. So what is the difference between HEPA and ionizer? So ionizer is something like a machine. They have a needle. So this needle, actually they will shoot up the negative ion. This negative ion actually will start to trap whatever in the air, because everything, any particle, actually they have positive and negative ion. So because when they discharge already, actually this thing will floating in the air. This particle will floating in the air. So they need this negative ion, they shoot out, and then they start to charge it. Then when the plus and minus balance already, so this thing will become stable, then they will settle down. But they settle down only, never clean it up. It will settle down on the floor. So once you walk by and pass through, this thing will get discharged again, it will floating in the air again. So those who use ionizer also causing a lot of like dryness. And also you can see the wall around this ionizer will get darkened because it will be something like a tinted effect. Everything will be tinted onto the wall already. When you want to clean the wall, you cannot clean already. So there's the disadvantage of ionizer. And then ionizer can't really clean up the air. Okay. So the HEPA is something like what I say, high efficiency particle arrestor. It works something like a kind of material that allow you to filter the things. So HEPA is better the efficiency higher the efficiency. But the HEPA, you need to choose the size of the HEPA. So when you choose HEPA, you need to read through, ask the person in charge what is the size of your HEPA. So then only you decide whether you want to get it or not. So you can see a lot of machine outside. Okay, which one you want to choose? Okay, this is ionizer. You can see only can filter, not filter, it's just like neutralize some of the particle in it, but it never clean up. But the HEPA is really cleaning up the filter. So in the market, you can see there are a lot of air filtration system. So you need to check. Some people may think that, oh, this is very cheap, so I get it. But you have to choose because some machine will be like printer, you know. So when printer, you buy like Canon printer, I experienced that. When you buy a printer with a cheap price, when you need to buy the cartridge, actually it's very, very high cost. So when you buy the filter with a printer with a higher price, sometimes the cartridge is cheaper. So it's either they earn you the money first or earn you the money later. So for Amway, the atmosphere sky, probably when investment on the filter itself, probably slightly higher. But then the filter actually can last longer. It can last maybe 1 year to 5 years, depends on the speed that you use. So then you don't need to change your filter, the HEPA filter that frequent. But outside one, because it's 0.3 micron, so you need to change the filter more frequently. So probably you buy the machine is cheaper, but later on you need to invest more on changing the filter. So these are the comparison, because maybe because of the slide, I can't enlarge it. If you wanted to know more in detail, ask the friend that brought you here. They can share with you, like the machine, how many square feet they can clean it up within 30 minutes time or 1 hour time, and what is the size of the HEPA, and whether they have this odor filter or not. That means the carbon filter. The size of the carbon filter, it will determine how much of odor they can clean it up also. This is also very important. And the speed also. Some machine look big, and then the same time they also need to use a bigger engine. But when they have use a bigger motor or engine, and the electric consumption is also very high. These are the things that you need to consider as well. Okay, so yeah, this is the summary for that. So this is my sharing for today. Yeah, there's one sharing that about my experience about this air purifier. You know, when I wanted to penetrate into this market at the time, I myself have to experience it first. So I myself did invest 1 unit first. So for me, during that time, my elder daughter is about 7 years old, 7 or 9 years old at that time. So that time she can express herself already, because my elder daughter used to have a dark circle, very bad dark circle. So I didn't know what happened. Every time I bring her to see doctor, then the doctor say, oh, maybe it's inheritation. Then I feel like, no, when my young time, I do not have dark circle one. I only get dark circle when I get old already, because we have to stay very late at night because I have to make sure kids sleep already. Then we have to do our housework. Then how come she got that? Then I didn't know. So for me, the first night when I use the machine, I sleep. Then I tell my husband, because I have sinus issue one, so I'm very sensitive to air quality. So I told my husband, I say, hey, this air purifier is good, very efficient. So I feel it's good. The air quality is good. Then my husband said, yeah, no, you maybe might be psychologically influenced by the machine already. You think that is good. So 心理作用，他讲心理作用。I say, no. Why not you ask our daughter come over and sleep in our room and see how she experienced. You know, the next day my daughter told me, Mami, after you put this machine already, she don't know what is that. After you put this already, I feel I can sleep better, At night, I never wake up. Oh, then only I get to know that actually her dark circle is because she is also like me, got sensitive nose. So when she sleep, middle of the night, maybe blockage. So she couldn't sleep well, then she wake up. And there's the cause of her dark circles. So because of that, then after we pay off, we use the installment. We cannot pump out so much of money one shot. So we pay by installment, 0 interest, 12 months in 0 interest. After pay off already, then we get another machine. Now my house got 3 machines already. Each of the room got 1 machine. So daytime when we are not in the room, so I take one of the room machine, move to the living room, and yeah, just clean the air, because most of the time we are in the living room. So this is my experience. So now I appreciate it so much, because after we introduced this machine to one of the friend, which is an aircraft engineer, he also experienced the same thing. One day he called us up. He said, "Hey, TY," my husband called TY. TY, say lah, what happened? I have one good news and one bad news. What's that? You want to listen to bad news or good news? My husband said, just say only lah. Then he said, you know what happened? Today, I overslept already. I because they are on shift, so she forgot about her time, his time. Then, but he said, actually what caused him to oversleep because of this air purifier. He slept so well. So he almost forgot, because the air quality is like kampong air, because he's from Kuching one. So he feels so good, and then he appreciates this machine so much. So this is my sharing for today. So if any question, you are free to ask. Yeah. Anything want to ask or not? You can unmute yourself to ask, or anything you want to share. Okay. Chat room. Matte Clean product. Matte Clean product, I never come across this brand. How about Shiren? Have you come across this brand? Oh, Matte Clean. Okay.
Matte Clean is the small one. Ionizer.
I think it's an ionizer. Yes. Is it this name? Okay. Yeah, it's an ionizer. It's another kind of ionizer. They use ozone to clean the air. They say the machine actually can generate ozone. Something like an ionizer. Like what I told you just now, I share with you already, the ionizer, the pro and cons. You don't need to change the filter, but the thing is, the longer that you use, the efficiency actually will drop, because the needle actually will full with dust, will cover full of dust, and then you need to send for service. Even though you service already, the efficiency drop. And also it cannot 100% clean up the particle inside the room. So later on also you can see your wall getting dirty also. Very hard to clean it one. Yeah. So anything else? Okay. Yes, HEPA is the most efficient way to clean up the particle. Yes, something like the water purifier, you need some filter to clean up the water, the particle, the something bad in the water as well. So you cannot like saying that without cleaning, you have something like UV just on top of the water, then you can clean up. You can only clean up part of it only. So something like that lah. So anything? So if not, then I pass over to the MC. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lyss. I learned so much. I just realized, right, after renovation, that's why some people got headache of, they cannot sleep at the new house. It's not because of feng